finals against Japan and Brazil for the first time since 1976. And yet, this is the sort of situation where Italy, time and time again, over its long story in decorated soccer history, has come through with a big-time performance.
As we kick off with Howard Webb, the Englishman, refereeing today's match from the get-go, the local Brazilian crowd turning on Spain. As the long ball is played through for Pedro, looking for Fernando Torres to finish it in the box. Gianluigi Buffon just walks off the field as the ball goes out of bounds. Nice. Barely onside was Pedro.
A nice switching ball by Sergio Ramos, something that Spain doesn't do very often. But if they sprinkle a couple of switch balls and are able to move Italy side to side, it'll become much easier to open up the spaces for Spain in the final third.
Interesting, as Gianluigi Buffon played it short to Andrea Barzagli. Italy turned it over. We're under the first minute of game. David Silva, one of the changes being made in Vicente del Bosque's starting 11. As Roberto Soldado and Cesc Fabregas are out injured. We're not being taken into account for the starting lineup. Silva starts up front alongside Fernando Torres, who gives it back to the Manchester City playmaker. There's Xavi, 126 international matches. Or 125 international matches today for Xavi, Iniesta. There's Xavi, Silva, looking for was Torres. Pedro shot on goal. Did it go off of Leo Bonucci for a corner kick? No, it will be a goal kick for Italy.
Very positive start by Spain. A lot of short passes, rhythm, in and out of spaces, movement with and without the ball. Everything that Spain does very well. Italy cannot allow for Spain to get into a rhythm early on.
Interesting that Italy has decided to play it short again, and they turn it over again. With Barzagli giving it away to Ramos. Xavi, Torres. As Daniele De Rossi takes over now. It's Italy in a counter. 3-on-2. With Arbeloa tracking back. There's Gilardino. Back Gilardino, Giaccherini. Right-footed shot. Goes out of bounds as we see up close the armband the Italian players are wearing for this afternoon's match in memory of Stefano Borgonovo, former Italian international who passed away today at the age of 49 from ALS. He played for Fiorentina for 4 seasons. Gained 3 caps for the Italian national side. Iker Casillas back in goal for Spain. And curiously, Spain is taking the long route when they want to kick it off the goal. Brazil is awaiting as they beat Uruguay yesterday 2-1. They are set already for that Sunday final. The historic Maracanã. Andres Iniesta brought down. Foul by Alberto Gilardino. Howard Webb, the referee for this afternoon's game. He was a referee for the 2010 World Cup final in South Africa. The one that saw Spain beat the Netherlands 1-0 with an Andres Iniesta extra time goal. Ramos. Jordi Alba over to Iniesta. Silva. Dispossessed was Iniesta, no foul. Andrea Pirlo. De Rossi. Barzagli. Over to Pirlo. Trying to get past Sergio Busquets. Now it's Iniesta doing well to hold on to that one. Great through ball. Could not find Ramos. This is one of the first times we've seen Ramos push it upfield so early in a match. Signs of total football for you.
Well, what Spain does very well, Fernando, is that not only do they have rhythm on the ball, not only do they keep possession of the ball, but once they lose the ball, their ability to press and repress and trying to get the ball back right away, it allows them to spring attack. if Italy is not able to break that first line of pressure, then obviously it's going to be very difficult for Italy to play out of the back.
Bonucci, long one. Looking for it was Candreva. Xavi. Pedro. Busquets. Iniesta. Silva. Andrés Iniesta. With Barzagli on top. Covering was Maggio. Xavi. Ball for Torres. Chiellini with the header trying to clear it. Emanuele Giaccherini gives it away. Nicely done by Pedro, who's had a great 2012-2013 season with the Spanish national team. Xavi. Álvaro Arbeloa. We tend to remember, Alejandro, the final they played in Kiev, and the lopsided scoreline, a 4-0 win by Spain that could, if you look just at the scoreline, lead you to think that Spain just ran over Italy. Yet the case was far from that.
It's misleading, and in fact, if you listen to Vicente del Bosque coming into this game, he put more value in the group stage match that they tied 1-1, in which Del Bosque said Italy were superior to us in that game.
Statistically, there were not many differences in the two matches. That group stage match in which they tied 1-1, and then the exaggerated scoreline in Kiev. Looking for that ball was Candreva. Antonio Candreva from Lazio. They call him Il Timido, the shy one. Wasn't shy at all. And defeating Jordi Alba for that race on the touchline as Andrea Pirlo recognizes the crowd for their applause. He'll be taking the first corner kick of the match. Pirlo, oh, and the header by Maggio goes over the crossbar.
And this is the Soto situation where Italy get a corner out of nothing, and now all of a sudden in a set piece you get a clean header, and Maggio with a real chance, real opportunity, should have put it on target.
Iker Casillas, last time he had a goal scored upon in a knockout round of an official tournament, it's all the way back to the Confederations Cup of 2009, the third place match against South Africa. Since then, 7 straight knockout games and 7 straight shutouts by who is clearly, by today's decision, Vicente del Bosque's #1 man.
Certainly not Jose Mourinho's #1 man in Real Madrid throughout the course of this season anyways.
Had candid conversations with the radio shows in Spain. Iker Casillas did prior to this match. Said that he went through one of the toughest times in his professional career, going through training sessions without not crossing words at all, not talking at all with the coaching staff of Jose Mourinho. And you can imagine going to work every day, regardless of your profession, and not being able to talk to any of the bosses around.
And even more so when Iker Casillas is a historic goalkeeper, not only for Real Madrid, but for Spain as a whole.
Long ball by Chiellini. Claudio Marchisio trying to get to it. It will be a goal kick for Spain. Marchisio not playing alongside today with Ricardo Montolivo, who was complaining about dizziness. Here's Cesare Prandelli, 55-year-old coach from Orzinuovo. Won 3 league titles with Juventus. Even a European Cup, playing in that ill-fated 1985 European Cup in Heysel against Liverpool. Won by the Vecchia Signora 1-0 with a Michel Platini. Now UEFA precedent penalty kick. Andres Iniesta. Italy not having any trouble sitting back and waiting for Spain to try to thread one ball through the lines. Gerard Piqué. Busquets. Piqué playing it short. His teammate at Barcelona, now back for Real Madrid's Sergio Ramos. 10 minutes on. No score here in Fortaleza. Iniesta again. Jordi Alba cannot keep it in play.
And while Jordi Alba is not able to keep it in play, the idea is the correct one. In, out, and then to the other side. Up, back, and now the other side. It's when Italy condenses the field, when it makes it compact, and it's very difficult to play through the middle in the final third. So it is important for Spain to have the ability to connect passes and then find the outlet on the other side.
Not to talk about Alejandro, the back three for Spain, for Italy, I should say, all Juventus players, 7 of them in the lineup. Emanuele Giaccherini, one of them, who gets very little playing time with Antonio Conte's 2-time defending Serie A champions. A back line he has to, by he I speak of Cesare Prandelli, he had to rely upon today because of the absence of Ignacio Abate at right back, and having Cristian Maggio basically playing with this type of formation as well with Napoli. Here goes Fernando Torres. With Torres out of the box. Very little chance he was going to cross that one. Alberto Gilardino.
And to your point regarding Italy, Giaccherini, though perhaps he doesn't get the playing time you would think that he would get at Juventus, for this Italian national team, he has become a very important player, sort of a utility man, if you will, in that he's able to play different positions at a very high quality.
Jordi Alba to Iniesta. Xavi. Busquets. Busquets considered this a luxury to be playing on the same pitch as one of his idols. Andrea Pirlo. Pedro. Jordi Alba. His ball gets lost. Andrea Barzagli, all he can do is kick it out of bounds. ESPNFC.com is your source for the FIFA Confederations Cup with previews, highlights, match recaps. Download the ESPN FC app for live video alerts of in-progress highlights. Also coming on August 11th on ESPN2, it's ESPN FC on TV, 6 days a week. There's Busquets again to Xavi. Iniesta. Over to Pedro, short for Iniesta. He was looking for David Silva on the right. A lot of white shirts making up a huge wall to get past.
Yeah, Fernando, the question coming into this game for Italy is whether they would go back to the ways of El Catenaccio, where Italy locked up results with organization, discipline, defensive structure, backline dominance, and midfield technical and tactical strength. And certainly early on, you get the sense that Italy will be very comfortable sitting behind the ball, a lot of numbers in the middle of midfield, and putting a lot of pressure on Spain in the final third.
Kicks off Sergio Gilardino! His shot just goes barely wide. Alberto Gilardino finds one in the box. That's why Maggio is in there.
Well, and Maggio gives you that dimension of up and back player, will be able to work the flank down the right-hand side. And now once Gilardino creates a separation in the near post, you expect them to put it on target. Wasted opportunity for Italy, and it's one of those that when you catch Spain tracking back, sometimes they're on balance. And when they're on balance is where you have to have high level of execution to take advantage of the spaces that Spain provides.
Gerard Piqué. Humberto Gilardino, who just missed that one, was a member of the 2006 World Cup team. Won the title in Germany, the 4th star in Italy's crest. Daniele De Rossi, one of those players, also in Germany. Gilardino over to the side for Candreva. Far post, says Marchisio. Next time they'll do it. If there's a next chance for Italy, there is some space on the far post. That's now David Silva trying to find Fernando Torres. It brings it down right in front of Giorgio Chiellini. Arbeloa. Xavi. Silva. 15 minutes on. No score. Here's Giaccherini. Back for Chiellini. Brandelli has been criticized a lot for putting Emanuele Giaccherini even on the squad, much less on the starting lineup. He made his international debut barely a year ago. Great ball from Maggio. Casillas is trying to stop it. Casillas so alert as Cristian Maggio. Off the bounce, headed that one. And it's Italy now with the 2 best chances on goal.
And it's confusion between Jordi Alba and Iker Casillas as the long ball is played across the field to Maggio. Jordi Alba is expecting Casillas to come out. Casillas expecting Jordi Alba to clear the ball. And in that question, in that doubt, Maggio steps in and has a great opportunity. Good save by Casillas.
Arbeloa's cross. Candreva. It's past David Silva. Long one now, he's trying to beat it. He does. He beats Jordi Alba, who all he can do is foul Candreva. It's Howard Webb. Signals a free kick for Italy.
Good, strong run by Candreva down the right-hand side. Showing some personality, showing some quality. And here, Alba, inside of Candreva to begin with, expecting Casillas to come out. Gets beat to the ball. And Maggio with a great opportunity. Good save by Casillas.
As the crowd starts to chant Pirlo's name, he's going to curl one into the box. 18 minutes on. After the free kick. Andrea Pirlo. His cross looking for Chiellini. The deflection by Rossi. Daniele De Rossi so close. It's been now for Italy. 3 chances on goal.
Well-driven ball in by Andrea Pirlo, and De Rossi absolutely, completely wide open as Fernando Torres allows him to run by him. It's an open header, 6 yards out. De Rossi, tremendous wasted opportunity. Great chance for Italy.
Another long ball this time. Casillas over for Chiellini. Gilardino. Giaccherini. Gilardino looking for the rebound. It is Giaccherini with the cross. Maggio inside. Marchisio.
And Fernando, just when we thought that Italy was comfortable behind the ball, they're taking the game to Spain, and Spain is not adjusting very well. Giaccherini again finds space, finds the far post. Jordi Alba has been struggling down the left-hand side. Maggio's creating a lot of problems for him, and Marchisio with yet another opportunity for Italy. That's 3 or 4 clear opportunities for Italy in the first 20 minutes of the game.
So far, the better shots have been coming from the Italian boots. An Italian team that has always found its defending to be its seal of quality, basically. Now 8 goals conceded in 3 games. Certainly enough to raise doubts on anybody. as the Italy of old, that one we grew so accustomed to seeing, the one that thought first in defending, then in attacking, probably dissipating. But if you attack the way that Italy is doing so in the beginning of this match, that's pretty much the renaissance of Italian calcio. Jordi Alba. It's the second time that he's tried to play a long ball and lost it out of bounds.
And Spain so far out of rhythm, out of sync in terms of their possession in the attacking half. Everything is side to side, not enough penetrating balls that eliminate lines of defending, and it's making it very easy for Italy as everything is played in front of them.
Just backtrack some 10 seconds. Great play by Alvaro Arbeloa to cut that through ball that was looking for Emanuele Giaccherini. Quick one by Fernando Torres after the foul. He plays over to Pedro. Cleared away by Chiellini. Giaccherini again, now for Pirlo. Pirlo's not able to keep it in possession. Torres. Back for Busquets. Well played by Maggio, rolled over to him by Gianluigi Buffon. De Rossi, Pirlo, Daniele De Rossi again. Candreva. Marcelli. De Rossi, offside. Offside, Alberto Gilardino, who's only played, this being his 10th match with the Italian national team since the World Cup in 2010.
And Gilardino, although very experienced and certainly a guy that has scored important goals from Italy in the past, as the guys in the studio said, the difference between him and Balotelli is that Balotelli has the ability that on a one-on-one situation, he can change the game. He can impact the game, where Gilardino is going to depend on how the team does and the quality of service that he's provided with.
Cesare Prandelli brought to Brazil 14 of those 23 that made it to the final in the European Cup of Nations last year. One of those absent is forward Toto Di Natale. Alberto Gilardino took his spot in the squad. Some say that Prandelli overlooked Di Natale. But just a couple of days back, Toto, the man from Udinese, spoke to the press and said that he actually got a call from Prandelli asking him if he wanted to come to Brazil and play in the Confederations Cup. Di Natale said that he wanted to go to Brazil, but to the World Cup next year. And in order to achieve that at 36 years old, he needed to take a break. So he took the summer off. That's why Gilardino's in the squad. As Iniesta tries to get the ball, Pirlo. Then Busquets did well to regain possession for Spain, who've now lost it again. It's Giaccherini on the counter, 24 minutes. In Castelao, 0-0. Marchisio making a move. Giaccherini goes all the way back to Bonucci. Pirlo. Italy plays it over to Candreva. Maggio with another cross. As Italy opens up the field to try to come into the box, Spain is using all of the middle to try to go through the most trafficked area in the
well, we mentioned
in the field.
We mentioned it earlier, Fernando, that Italy, they're very well organized behind the ball. So it's going to be very difficult to find those spaces for Spain in the final third in the middle of the field. It's got to come from the middle, out wide, and then back to the middle. Straight lines, straight passes, and straight runs cannot break Italy down. because they become very comfortable in seeing everything that is happening in front of them.
Arbeloa. Busquets brought down by Claudio Marchisio. Xavi. Busquets. Ramos. Iniesta looking for Torres. Jordi Alba. Xavi. Silva. Xavi again. Keeping it close. Back for Silva. The ball lands straight into Gigi Buffon.
And in that play in particular, Xavi was able to get behind Pirlo and De Rossi and in front of the back four into a pocket of space where now he could turn and find the next pass forward. That's when Spain becomes very dangerous, as they're able to break down spaces in front of the back four and in behind the defensive midfielders for Italy.
Gerard Piqué. All alone in the corner, late. Arbeloa arriving with some help, then Busquets. Be a throw-in for Italy. ESPN exclusive coverage of the FIFA Confederations Cup continues on Sunday, first at 11:45 Eastern on ESPN2. The third place match from Salvador, with Uruguay taking on the loser of this match. Later on Sunday at 5:30 Eastern on ESPN, it's the FIFA Confederations Cup final, live from Maracanã. Brazil taking the winner of this game. FIFA Confederations Cup is live on ESPN, ESPN2, and watch ESPN. It's once again Italy tries to play from the outside.
They're wearing out Jordi Alba on that left-hand side. And in keeping Jordi Alba busy defending, it also keeps Jordi Alba from being busy in attack.
De Rossi lobs the ball over Busquets. Now here comes Sergio Ramos to assist. Chiellini. Barzagli out of bounds. If you only listen to the Spanish press speak, you would think that Spain had an easy road over to Maracanã, sometimes even overlooking what Italy brought into this match. Certainly showing Prandelli and his men that they also are looking for a road to Rio de Janeiro in Sunday's final. Xavi. Silva. Andres Iniesta over to Arbeloa. Well anticipated by Chiellini. Goes over to Gerard Piqué. Xavi again. Prandelli said that he watched the Nigeria match in which the Super Eagles created many chances in the first half, and that, he said, showed him the way. Have they picked up on something that Nigeria did in the last group match to put it in practice today, as David Silva looks for Iniesta now.
Fernando, and there is no question about it. We have talked about Spain and their ability to possess the ball and their ability to attack and create chances. Well, but when Spain loses the ball, it's so very important that you're able to break that first line of pressure. And if you do, there will be chances and there will be spaces going forward. Now, the question is whether you can execute in that final third and whether you can be consistent in terms of not only the execution, but finding that first pass. And once you find it, there'll be spaces going forward, one-on-one situations all over the field, because Spain is unbalanced defensively.
Gilardino checks it back to De Rossi, onside. No. Flag up as Claudio Marchisio is offside. Alberto Gilardino doing so well to keep people from reminding themselves that Mario Balotelli is back in Italy after suffering a thigh injury that made him unavailable for the rest of this tournament. My teammates will do well even without me, said Balotelli. They are certainly making a game out of this one. Sergio Ramos. Pique. As Christian Maggio leaves a knock on Torres' leg. Foul called by Howard Webb, who's refereeing Spain for the first time since that 2010 final. Refereed Italy last year at the European Cup. Arbeloa. Xavi, well done by Marquisio. Pirlo plays it up the middle, De Rossi. Over on the side, Emanuele Giaccherini as Christian Maggio is all alone. On the other side, Giaccherini. Back for Marquisio. Sergio Ramos clears it. Late reacting to go to that one was Maggio. No foul. Now Howard Webb blows his whistle.
And Fernando, right now, Italy is doing something that is very difficult to do, and that is to control the game, pace, and tempo without having the ball. Right now, Spain, they seem lethargic in terms of their ball movement, but it has to do with what Italy's doing defensively. Closing spacing down, closing passing windows, and it makes it very difficult for Spain to create the sort of spaces that they need in order to exploit that final third.
Defending that free kick extremely high, Spain, as Pirlo puts it into the box, cleared away by Jordi Alba. Silva looking for Iniesta upfield. Frey, back heel by Pirlo. Buffon. As we see Spain doing a lot of controlling the ball, but so far they have not controlled the game. Pirlo again. Giaccherini, it's Chiellini looking for Giaccherini, who was on the run. Just one more to add to a highlight reel full of artistry by the veteran Andrea Pirlo. Chiellini with the header. Gilardino, Marquisio. Up the middle, Pirlo. Open in play, he could not find Maggio. Candreva shortened that pass, and Spain back with the ball. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Italy has had the best chances so far. Sergio Ramos. Pedro. Italy has been eliminated by Spain in the two most recent tournament knockout round appearances. The Euro 2008 quarterfinals decided on penalties. Last year's Euro final. But they beat Spain in a friendly in Bari 2 years ago and tied them the Euro group stage 1-1. Giaccherini. The ball goes through Maggio! And Maggio was onside as the flag stayed down. Great save by Casillas. He's not disagreeing with me, he's just saying that.
And again, it's Giaccherini. And he's clearly onside. Jordi Alba once again beaten to the space in behind him. Italy has had not only the best chances, but real high-quality chances that in a game like this, against a team like Spain, you have to take advantage of. Great ball by Giaccherini, cutting inside, finding the ball to the far post. Alba unaware of Maggio in behind. Tremendous save by Iker Casillas.
Arbeloa. Ramos, so far from dominating, have been Spain, as Ramos pushes it upfield. Great ball by Torres! His ball goes wide.
Sort of an unfortunate play here for Italy, and a good turn by Fernando Torres creates the space, and the 2008-2009 version of Fernando Torres with Liverpool puts this in the back of the net. The 2013 version of Fernando Torres, not nearly as sharp. Wasted opportunity for Spain. But again, it shows you that Spain can hurt you, and Italy must take advantage of the opportunities that they have created for themselves.
Maggio, Candreva. Near post for Marquisio. It seemed as Marquisio was playing offsides in that one. You were mentioning the 2013 version of Fernando Torres. He only scored 8 goals since January 1st for Chelsea, although has scored 5 goals in this tournament. Granted, 4 of those against Tahiti. Quick cross by Candreva. Well kicked by Iker Casillas.
You see the quality of Fernando Torres. A great turn in a very tight space. Creates that opportunity, separation, now comes to your left foot, got to put it to the far post, unable to do so. Great opportunity for Spain.
ESPN2's coverage of Major League Soccer continues on Sunday, June 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern as Thierry Henry and the New York Red Bulls take on the Houston Dynamo. You can watch live on ESPN2 and watch ESPN. Piqué. That's the advantage that Italy has with playing 3 in the back. You're always going to find Torres, Pedro, or Torres and Silva. A man down, 3 against 2. That's Italy with Candreva. But not keep it in play. Antonio Candreva, who won the Coppa Italia with Lazio at the end of the club season. Tempo of play definitely slowing down. Weather a factor?
Perhaps a factor, but I think it has to do with what Italy is doing defensively. Very well organized, and Spain yet to figure out how to break through.
Here's Iniesta. Back heel. Again, late reacting to it was Torres. Sergio Ramos will be going to a new coach, an Italian, by the way, when he goes back to Real Madrid. The ball played through for Jordi Alba. And you can sense Alba not finding the spaces that he 1 year ago was able to exploit against Italy in the final, scoring the 2nd goal.
To be fair, Jordi Alba has spent most of the first half defending and not doing a very good job of that in terms of Maggio getting in behind. as well as Candreva getting behind with quality chances that Italy has not been able to put away.
Iniesta, Busquets, Xavi, well cut by Marchisio. Girardino playing it back for Pirlo. Claudio Marchisio again. Gilardino, Pirlo, De Rossi, Chiellini, De Rossi, back from Chiellini, and you can hear the ole from the crowd at Castelao. It certainly has been up to Cesare Prandelli as Gilardino is cut offside. To give the ball back its due relevance on a team that grew up thinking that the game was better played without the ball.
And it must be said that Prandelli, since he's taken over, he has made the point of forcing Italy to get away from El Catenaccio and give Italy's creative players the freedom to showcase what they can do with flair, confidence, and swagger in the final third.
Arbeloa back in for Pedro. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Piqué. No score, but it's been Italy creating the better opportunities. As Busquets, one touch over to Xavi. Play on says Webb. Iniesta in fifth gear, looking for Torres, not being able to find him. Candreva stops in his tracks, now backtracks and over for Gilardino. Pirlo, lots of space for Giaccherini, with Marchisio approaching the box. Also following the play, Gilardino. Giaccherini will shoot. De Rossi, his shot, punched out by Iker Casillas. Pirlo over to Maggio. Loses possession as there were close to being 4 Italians inside the box. Pirlo. The tables have certainly turned.
And Spain struggling defensively in terms of matching up with numbers, unbalanced, not enough numbers to defend, scrambling in the back. Italy has found ways to take advantage of their flank play, but everything starts from a ball played out of the back from Pirlo that springs everything, that puts everything together, and then Giaccherini with space in behind.
Played back for Buffon, Barzagli, Bonucci. Spain back with it. Xavi. Pedro. Busquets. Great effort by Gilardino already. Helping his teammates in defense as all of Italy are behind the ball. Busquets. It's away from Pirlo. Howard Webb lets it play on. And it hits Howard Webb in the back, and Italy gets it. Andrea Pirlo. Maggio. Well covered by Jordi Alba. 2 minutes, it's a minute to go. In the first half, Iniesta again. Torres. Spain having trouble finding the Italians' box. Looking for Xavi. Was Iniesta. But then again, we've seen Sergio Ramos go into the box. We've seen Xavi go into the box. Trying to surprise from the back line of the Spaniards.
It's also a reflection of how difficult it's been for Spain in terms of not only creating chances, but maintaining possession with a purpose in the attacking third. They're having a difficulty in creating enough rhythm and enough tempo with their passing and their movement that the space has become very tight, very condensed, and everything seems to be favoring Italy in terms of what Spain is doing on the field.
Not a second added to the first half, as Spain and Italy are tied 0-0. Halftime from Fortaleza. Now to Bob Lee and company in the studio for the first half analysis. Bob.
Thank you, Fernando. You know, a funny thing has happened on the way to Spain's march as you ink them into your bracket in Sunday's final. We've discovered as Chisholm